Today, we're going to be asking our fellow kiters what one thing, if they could go back in time, they would tell themselves as beginner kiters.
When I was a beginner, one of the things that I was contemplating about is, should I buy a dry suit or not? You know what? It's worth every cent. This dry suit here, I'm going on my 6th year of this dry suit, so it's lasted me 6 years. So worth the money. It's extended my kiting. I kite all year round. So as a beginner, spend the money, get a dry suit.
Okay, listen up. Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Life is hard. It'll knock you to your knees till you can't get up. It ain't about how high you can jump. It's about how hard you can fall and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Don't do it. It'll ruin your life, but in a good way. So yeah, do it.
For me, there's a couple things. The first is it's okay to have fear. I think as a beginner, I was extremely fearful, and that prevented me from really progressing at first. But now that I've been kiting for a few years, I see that there's definitely a good balance of fear. You want to have respect for the weather and the conditions. You don't want to take unnecessary risk, but also you want to be able to push past some fear so that you can progress.
Get a mentor, somebody who will teach you or will be with you to kite. And second thing is, try in as many different conditions as possible. So try in freshwater, onshore, freshwater, cross-shore, shallow water, deep water, and really be comfortable with different scenarios. And of course, be able to practice self-rescue in every single situation. That's how you grow your experience, and I feel like I'm still growing mine.
Well, after 8 years, I still consider myself a beginner. So, with that being said, I'm going to say patience, because people can tell you what you need to hear, and it doesn't matter. You can have the best gear, whatever. You just need patience and stick with it.
As a beginner, don't be scared. Don't don't tell anyone that you're small and you need a small kite. No, it's incorrect. It's false. You need a kite for the conditions. Well, that's the biggest mistake. So all beginners are saying, "Oh, I'm small. I need a small kite. I will get away with a small kite." No, beginners usually need a bigger kite. That's pretty much it. And don't be scared. Use every opportunity to kite.
As a beginner, I think the most important thing to remember is when you're trying to learn how to kite, you must go when the conditions are right for you. We don't have that many days when the conditions are right, but if you can drop everything and go kiting when it's windy, you will progress very, very quickly. If you always have an excuse and say, it's not perfect, I have to do this, I have to do that, I can't go kiting, you're not going to learn how to kite.
What I would do different, I would plan my sessions around forecast, not around the weekends. And I think I lost a lot of time waiting for wind on weekends. That's one thing. Another thing, actually, I didn't buy right away big board, so with big board I would progress faster, I believe.
The other thing for me would be, if you're committed to kiting and you really want to kite year-round, it's worth it to invest in the proper gear for cold weather riding. I think I tried to manage with a 5mm wetsuit for far too long during winter months, and I got really cold. Nowadays, I'm perfectly warm and comfortable in a dry suit, in 8mm booties and 5mm gloves, and I wish I could just go back in time and tell my beginner self to spend the money and be comfortable and warm. I would get so much more out of my winter sessions.
Now it's your turn. Let us know in the comments below what you would tell yourself as a beginner. Thanks for watching.